The very first thing I want to teach my puppy before I ask them to learn how to sit or learn how to lie down or anything else is what their name means. And their name basically means give me your attention. So it doesn't necessarily mean my recall cue. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to come all the way back to me. But when you hear your name, you should whip your head round and you should look at me and wait for the next instruction. So we have a fun little game that we use the clicker for to teach this, and it's called the name response game. And the purpose of the clicker in this particular game is to mark the moment when the dog turns around and looks at us. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 10 treats, we're going to take our clicker and we're going to take a hungry puppy. And the sequence is going to look like this. We're going to throw out a treat to get our puppy to look away from us, because of course if you've got treats in your hand, your puppy's going to be gazing at you adoringly. So they're going to turn away from you to go and eat the treat. You're going to call their name when they finish eating. They're going to look back at you. That's the photograph moment, so that's when we're going to make the clicking sound. Then we're going to throw out the treat again in the opposite direction for our puppy to run after. They're going to eat the treat, you're going to call them, you're going to click, and then you're going to throw out the next one until you've gone through your 10 treats. Now what we're looking for here is two things. One is excitement when they hear their name. And believe you me, particularly for Labrador puppies, when you start throwing food around, they get really excited. So that gets built into the behaviour of, I hear my name, I must look at my mum or my dad. Second off, it's very practical. If we hand feed the dog, what's going to happen is it's going to end the game there because they're going to be looking at you again. So throwing out the food means that the puppy is going to run off to get it, and it gives you a chance to restart the game each time. It's a really fun game, and this is a game that I play with even my adult dogs, and it's something that you should maybe think about doing before you let puppy off the lead, so that you know that you have their attention before in actual fact you start letting them off and they're running away from you freely. So you're going to get up and we have a little go at this. Okay, let's give it a go. So I get my 10 pieces of chicken. It doesn't have to be always just, 10, but just be conscious that you don't want to make your training sessions too long. So this is a really nice way of making them just a bit shorter. So I've got my clicker, I've got my puppy. So I'm going to throw out the first piece. Ready, set. Okay. Toddy. Good. Toddy. 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 Toddy, come here, love. Good boy, super. Okay, so as simple as that. And it's just a really nice way to get a really nice snappy response when puppy hears their name.